Hi. Well, left Arizona first part of April. Took a trip along the southern coast of the United States, hit Georgia, headed north, ended up here in Ohio. And I've got a lot of friends and family here in Ohio. That's where I grew up, was in Ohio. So I'm here visiting them and seeing a lot of the sites that Ohio has to offer. Stuff I've wanted to see most of my life, but I've been too lazy to go see it. Also visiting some of the surrounding states, seeing what they have to offer, making some videos, and I'll be posting those on my channel. And then speaking of my channel, I've decided that I'd like to grow it a lot more. I haven't done much with it, so I made some pretty drastic changes on it. The first one came up with a new logo, and then I changed the name from Utopian Nomad to Born to Roam. The reason I did this is I'm going to be doing a lot more traveling, so roaming around quite a bit. I'm not going to stick to any certain subject. If I see something of interest, I'm going to video it and post it. So there'll be a whole plethora of things on my channel. And that's my favorite word, plethora. So after deciding to do this, I was speaking to a very good friend of mine, and that's Evening Shade Wonders. She's got a fantastic channel, and I'll post a link to that in the description. But we did some brainstorming. She had some great ideas. So she did advise me, rather than posting a bunch of videos at one time, to maybe try and do one once a day. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll set those up. They'll post at midnight on each day. She suggested a final Friday. So something I like to do is visit the graves of famous people, or maybe people that had an interesting event happen in their life. So that will be Final Friday. And I have a bunch of short videos, so I came up with the idea of a 2 for Tuesday. So every Tuesday I'll be posting 2 of these short videos, and I think that'll be quite a fun way to get some of my short videos out there. And another great idea she had was to post a video of my rig. So since I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling in it, I'm making a lot of changes to it. And she felt that doing a video of it and then doing videos of changes I make to it will be a great content. So let's do that right now. Let me go ahead and turn this around and we'll get started on that. So this is my truck. It's a 2021 Toyota Tundra. Just a little over a year old when I bought it. And as soon as I bought it, started making changes to it. So I did add a front trailer hitch to it, and that's been very handy. If there's tight places that I wanted to get in and out of with my travel trailer, it's a lot easier to push it in than to try to back it in. I added this bar light down here. Also added some brighter fog lights, brighter headlights. Added this bug shield. Works real well on the bugs, not too well on the bird boot. I did add these ditch lights. These are really nice when I'm off-roading. This light actually covers just the area up here where the headlight's not covering, and then this one, of course, shows off to the side here, so I can see. I was not happy with the standard Toyota mirrors. They didn't stick out far enough, so I purchased these aftermarket mirrors. They have the turn signals here in front, and then on the back, of course, the turn signal here. This is heated, remotely controlled, and this one down here I have set so I can see my blind spot. Now they do have lights that come on when you put it in reverse, but what I did is I put those on a separate switch. So if I need light in the back, if I've got to change a rear tire or something, or just want to see what's behind me, I can turn those on. Very bright, you can see way back on there. I added these rain shields, and the reason I did that is I have some screens that are in the frame, and I can roll the window down and put the screens in there, and they're about the same width as this rain guard, so I don't get any rain in there. I did add a roof rack. I've got a pick and shovel up there. I do a little looking for gold every now and then. I hardly ever find any, but those also have been handy when I've got stuck out in the desert and had to dig my way out. The biggest change I did is right before I left, I went to Denver and picked this camper up. This is made in Denver by a company called Radica, and this is a Moonlander. So this is the first style that they've made. They now have one called the Moonlander X, and it has a little section out that comes over the top so you can store stuff in. The bed actually can be taken out and stored up there also, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. They also have a new model out, and I don't remember what it's called, but it's the height of a just a regular camper shell if you don't want anything quite as high. This is, I believe, 7 foot 3 inches and weighs about 300 pounds. So a lot of options available for them. I ordered mine just plain Jane because I want to make it mine. I want to do my own thing to it. But let's take a look at that, and we'll see just what a neat features it has. So the first one is these wings that stick out, and you can get these at 6.5 inch or 8.5 inch widths. I got the 8.5 inch, and they're nice because they put them at an angle so they don't block your mirrors. And the nice thing about them is they allow you to sleep in east to west configuration across your truck rather than the north and south. My bed's just not long enough to sleep that way and stretch out. This is standard on them, and this is a step. You can step up there, get on the top, and I think the top the top holds about 550 pounds. So you can set up here with chairs, your grill, your cooler. It's just like an outdoor patio, and see the sights. They have added some new features after I ordered mine, but before I got it, so I was able to get those. They did have some troubles with leaks in the front here where the camper and the truck met, so they put a seal down under that to cover that better. They originally on this side just had the one lock and then the latch on the inside. They now put one on each side, on the inside and outside. So that's really nice. They've got the lights up here and the marker lights on the side. And then let me open the inside up, and it's a little messy, so I apologize for that. And oh, it is locked. Let me get that unlocked here. And it does take you a little time to figure out, a couple of days when you first get it, which latch turns which way and how to put the key in. All that, we get that open, okay, and that opens up, and this is the inside of it. Like I say, they offer a lot of stuff. They offer an insulation package, lights, solar panels, max air fan, a bracket over here to hold a propane bottle, just all kinds of stuff. But like I say, I wanted to make it my own, so I just ordered it plain with this type of windows in it. They did add a seal up here when the doors open to keep the rain out, so that was a nice feature. And the one I like the most is the ceiling. So I used to have a solid ceiling. Now this is a waffled fiberglass. It does have more insulation value, I know, than the one that's thick insulation, the foam insulation. And it's nice because it allows filtered light in. So if you're in here in the daytime, you don't need any lights. If there's some moonlight or starlight, or maybe you're parked somewhere where there's a street light or parking lot light or something, it filters the light in. Not bright enough to keep you awake, but bright enough that if you do wake up, you don't have to turn the light on. Now the bed, I mentioned the storage in the other one. So this bed actually comes out. It just lifts out. You can take it out of here, or if you've got the Moonlander X, you can slide it up into the storage. And that's nice because then it leaves your truck open if you want to haul bikes or tools or big boxes or anything. You've got all that room. My bed comes in 2 pieces. I've got the one piece now, and it's got another piece that goes to it, so you can sleep 2. The Moonlander X is 2 pieces, but it actually slides into a couch configuration also. So I don't want this to sound like a Moonlander commercial, but I'm really impressed with this product. Really nice. So what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to put some shelving in here, and just to hold some different things in my CPAP machine. And then my power station I'm going to mount over here, and above that I'm going to put a little propane golf cart heater. I'm not going to sleep or anything with that on, but just kind of maybe during the day if I need to take the chill off or anything. It doesn't take much to heat one of these. The power station is right now powered with a DC to DC charger, but that only works when I'm driving the truck. So I'm going to order a new model of that, and it has the capability of plugging solar panels in. So it'll charge with the panels and the DC to DC charger, or if the truck's off, it'll just charge with the solar. So I'll pretty much be getting some kind of charge 24/7 with that. I'm going to insulate the walls with that 1-inch thick pink foam siding or insulation. And then for the walls, I haven't decided. I'm looking at maybe carpet or cork, or possibly I'm kind of thinking of cedar shakes on it. That would be really nice. I did see one of these with a cedar wood, and then the guy put a small wood stove right here. That was pretty nice, but I'm not going to go to that extreme. And then down here, I'm going to build a little box that slides under the bed, and I'll be able to pull that out. It's going to have a drawer on the bottom that comes out. I can keep my stove on, and then the top will open up, and I can put in all my utensils and plates and stuff. And then over here, I'll put my refrigerator, which will slide in under there. This one belongs to a friend of mine that's a lot bigger than mine, but that'll slide in there. And that'll leave all this room open then, so I can put a chair in here if I want, and I'll have room to stand up and get dressed. Things like that. So if anybody's got any ideas or suggestions what to do with it, I'd really like to hear that. And if you have any questions, I'd be able to answer those for you too. Be happy to. And also going to get some different window treatments. I've just got some curtains hung up there, and then this neat piece of material that I got at Walmart. A friend of mine said it makes it look like a little boy's room, but I don't care. I like it. Go ahead and close this up. So that's a tour of the truck. I think one other thing I'm going to do is replace these running boards. They're nice to have, but I do a lot of driving in the desert and off-road, and if you hit something accidentally, they get all bent up. The one on my other side's bent. And I'm going to put some rock sliders on. And what those are bars that stick out like this, but they attach to the frame rather than the body. So if you hit something, it doesn't damage your truck. It just slides your truck over away from it. So that concludes that tour, and like I say, as I do improvements, I'll be making videos on that. So I want to thank you for watching. I look forward to any comments, suggestions you have. Happy to answer any questions. So I appreciate you watching, and have a great day. See you in another video.